So no background noise, right?
No,
Okay.
Subbu. Yeah.
Okay. I already uploaded the video. Okay. So welcome to our next session, guys. So we are in the process of discussing miscellaneous transactions, like inventory transaction. We discussed about miscellaneous transaction, miscellaneous receipt. This is used to increase the stock. So first they are using some legacy system. Legacy means they are using another ERP. Legacy. It's a old ERP. So we have different old ERPs like EDP, iScala, MFG Pro, Navision, Tally. These sort of old ERPs are there. These ERPs we are going to replace with a new ERP, that is Oracle Fusion. Oracle Fusion. So here in this ERP they have a stock. They have some 1,000 items. Quantities are there 10,000. These we need to bring into Oracle Fusion. That time we will use miscellaneous receipt or account alias receipt or account receipt, any transaction that belongs to miscellaneous. So that way we will bring the stock in Oracle Fusion. So for you clear? So now we increase 100 quantity. So usually what happen? We ask user to increase 10 only. By mistake you put 100. So we want to reduce 90. Or so we are asking them to put a quantity of maybe 50. So out of 50 is put 100. We want to reduce. Any adjustment to reduce the stock. To reduce the stock, we need to use miscellaneous issue. Miscellaneous issue. So we are reducing. So to reduce the stock, before that we should have stock in our system. Right? If there is no stock, we cannot able to reduce. Correct? So whenever we have stock, then only we can reduce. Now let us learn how to do the miscellaneous issue. Miscellaneous issue means it is using for adjusting the stock. It is using to adjusting the stock. To it is used to adjust the stock when users made any mistake or during the physical inventory or any other adjustments like scrap issue. We want to scrap we want to remove scrap issue. This purpose we will use this miscellaneous issue transaction. So for performing miscellaneous issue, we should be with SCM and ROM because he has the access to issue the stock. So I'm trying to log in with ROM credentials. So our username is SCM, sorry, rom.scm. Password is apple@123. Apple@123. Okay, apple@123. So from here we can do issue transaction. Okay, so to do issue, we should be in inventory management, inventory classic area. Okay, click on this. Come on. Okay, now where we need to go? We need to click on task carousel, same miscellaneous transaction. Now where we are doing? We are doing under S001. S001. Here what we are doing? We are doing miscellaneous issue. So here we need to select miscellaneous issue. This time miscellaneous issue. So we already create account combinations. Huh? Just search it. You will get accounts what we define. So this is the account we used last time. Or any account you can pick, no problem. I'm just picking this account. Okay. Like this is general department that I remember. That's why. So now what we are doing, we are removing stock and increasing the stock in this account. That means we are issuing back to this account and we are using same current item cost only. And you click on the plus. So our item is not coming. That is because of it's by default selecting the root class. I'm going to advance. Here I am changing to SCS Samsung item class. I am selecting Samsung. So Samsung item class. Okay. Now you can search your item. That is this item. Always keep a habit of noting down. So click on search. You got it. If you see now, it will show 100 quantity in the down. If you click here, see it is availability is 100. We can able to reduce the stock. So where we are reducing, we are how much you are reducing? Let's suppose 90 quantity I am reducing. 90 quantity I am reducing. So remaining details like which sub inventory we need to reduce. Sort by default it's selected raw material. In this sub inventory only we have stock. If you want to change, we can change in case stock is there in another sub inventory. So if you want to enable any reference or we can load the reasons also like a stock adjustment, okay, incorrect product, damaged product, you can able to enter any of the reason, stock issue, okay, like miscellaneous issue demo, something like that I am entering. Now you can go ahead and submit, hit submit. That's all. The stock will go down. How to check whether stock going down or which transaction we use to make it down? We'll recheck. For that, you can go to task carousel. One moment, guys. I'm getting a call. Oh God, sorry. Really sorry. Yeah. So we kind of check that. Now we have reduced 90 quantity. How to confirm that this 90 has been reduced or not? That we went through manage item quantities and we can check here. We have 10 quantity. 90 got reduced. So by using which transaction it is reduced, if you want to check, then you need to go review completed transaction. From here, if you search, we will find two transaction. One is receipt, one other is issue. Between these date range. See, two. The minus one is what we reduced. Minus one is what we reduced. Minus one is what we reduced. What happened? Mouse is causing issue here. Mouse. Okay. That way we can able to check. That way we can able to check. Uh, so that way we can able to check. Now we'll go to another transaction. We'll see account alias and account alias issue. So we need to define this account aliases. There is a configuration that is required. So what it is doing, we put some account, right? Some account combination we put something like that. Okay. Like this we put. So while doing business, this is the right account. For example, while doing business, instead of that, they selected something like that. They selected. So at month end, when finance team tallying the account, they are having a issue. Why they hit a wrong account? This is not a right account to hit. Why they did this? To avoid these mistakes, what we do, we will give a name. Okay, like audit adjust, something like that, or scrap issue. So like this, we will create some name. We'll give some name, audit adjustment. We'll put this account code combination. So users will only select this name. They will not look after the account. That way, we will not make them to make the mistakes. We will cut that mistake opportunity. Okay. For that, we need to do the setup. So for that, we need to log in. So our login is samsung.sem apple@123 is password. This is setup user. He will do all the setups. In real time, everything we will add in Excel, and Excel, once we finalize, then we will load into the system. That is the approach. Okay. So here we will go to setup and maintenance. So we'll go to inventory, like manufacturing and supply chain material management. From here, we can go and select inventory management. Here we can define the manage account alias key flexi fields. So we have a key flexi fields, descriptive flexi fields, extensive flexi field. I will explain you one by one later. Now, by default, we'll give one name only. We have three types of key flexi fields. We have flexi fields. The name itself is saying that it is flexible in nature. So we see some companies, see usually some companies will say, tell me your name. So in single name, you can keep like something like Subramanyam, Yadav, Gadana, something like that. First name, middle name, last name. Some company will say that separately, first name, middle name, last name. So Oracle, what it did, they want to make this flexible. They will say that, okay, boss, we will give a flexi field. You decide you want a single name or multiple name. You can keep how many you want it, up to 20 segments. So that's something called flex fields. Okay. Now your account alias is there. Account alias, we want to simply keep account alias name, or you want to keep some different names. Account alias name one, account alias code. How you want to define, you can define it. There are three types of flexi fields. One we have KFF. We called key flexi fields. Next we have DFF, descriptive flex fields. Third we have EFF, extensive flex field. These are the three fields we will maintain. Okay. So account alias is one of the key flexi field. Account alias, usually theory, what is it? Okay, account alias is one of the inventory KFF, key flexi fields. Account alias is used to give an alternative name to a general ledger account. account alias are used to adjust the stock. So like that we will say. Like that we'll say. So now we will go and define account alias. We can go. If you see manage account alias key flexi field, by default it will be defined single name. Again, we have if you want to give a theory, KFF are two types, single structure and multiple structure. Like that we used to give a theory. So if you click on the, it's taking time. So if you click the same, how we define the charts of account, right? Similar fashion. Single structure. This is account alias. This is enabled. And you go to the structure instance. Account alias. If you click on edit, you will enable or disable. That's all. You can't do anything. Cancel. So if you go the structure, manage structure, if you edit it, the segment and all will keep. Account alias single structure only. If you want to add, we can add multiple also, but we never use that. So if you see, this is the same what we did charts of account, right? In similar fashion, we will have, but there is no this segment qualifiers like we see primary balancing segment, etc. While creating the charts of account, here we no need to add anything. Okay, cancel. వినపడదు వినపడదులే వినపడదులే. Okay, so that way we can define it. By default, it will be there. Don't worry. Next, we need to define the account aliases. Now we need to define the account aliases. So where are you manage account aliases? Yeah, here it is. Manage account aliases. Click on this. Yeah. So here we need to define name. See, if you see, organization wise, it will go. Let us define. Click on plus. So our organization is S001. Account alias, I am giving audit adjustment or audit adjust. నువ్వు ఏది నచ్చితే తాగురా. Audit adjust. Okay, here we'll say like Samsung audit adjustment. So here we need to pass the account. Tissue. ఎవరన్నా చూస్తే. Okay, here we need to give our combination. What we have, Samsung Electronics department. For example, this is adjustment finance. Next location, it's in India. Accounts, it's a liability, something like that I am selecting. Okay, just click on OK. So whenever you pass audit adjustment, in the background, this account will hit. Like that, if you want to create one more. Okay, this is already there. Somebody use Samsung. You must enter uppercase only. Okay. Samsung audit adjustment. Save. Okay, this is the character also. It's going length. Cannot contain more characters than maximum allowable. Okay. Audit adjust. Okay. This is where we defined in that charts of account definition. Sorry, account alias key flexi field. We set up that this always allow capital letters only like that. One more I am selecting like scrap scrap issue, scrap adjustment. So Samsung scrap issue. Here I am selecting account. Samsung Electronics. This is, I am going to select a general department. This is India. This is my expense. Okay. Like this, we will work with users. Don't worry, you are not going to take this decision alone. You will work with your business. Save and close. Okay. Now account alias are ready. Now our Ram will do the transaction. Ram will log into the application. He will go to inventory management. He will go to create miscellaneous transaction. Here the type he will choose, account alias receipt. For example, we went in the warehouse, we verified the stock, we found 15 quantity of Samsung S25. Now in system and our application, we have 10 only. Now I want to increase to 5 more. For that, he is using account alias receipt. Example I am taking, okay? So I will say that I am using current cost. Source, I will select here, search. Here, see, these two I define. Audit adjustment, scrap issue. So in how many you define for this organization, that many you will find. So I am selecting this and click on OK. So we don't enter anywhere the account code combination. Okay. Enter your account. Sorry. Item. Click on plus. Come to the item. Select your item. What is your item? This is your item. So it won't come directly. Oh, it's coming good. Now it is correctly selecting correctly. Now, which sub inventory you want to increase? Now we increase in the raw material. For example, this 5 quantity, I want to increase in another sub inventory. For example, I want to increase in MRB. For example, I am taking. Why I am increasing MRB? Next transaction I will issue. That's why. If you, okay, for example, we found 5 quantity which is in damaged condition. So that's why we are increasing in MRB. Later we will take the call whether we need to use that or we will not use it. We will take the call. Okay. So that's all. If you want additional information, you can enter it. Now hit submit. The system will increase 5 more quantities, but these 5 quantity will show in other sub inventory. Manage item quantities. If you search, total 15 it will show. This 15, you will see 2 sub inventories now. See, it is there in the raw material, it is there in MRB. If you observe one thing, if I click on raw material and view item availability, it will show available to transact 10, available to reserve 10. If you observe MRB, available to result showing 0. Why? We enable different material status to MRB because the stock which is there in the MRB, we should not reserve because we should not sell this item. But we want to move this item. We are not supposed to reserve this item. Okay. So that's why we assign different status. మనం ఎంఆర్బిలో ఏదైతే స్టాక్ పెట్టామో ఆ స్టాక్ మన కస్టమర్ కి అమ్మకూడదు. ఎందుకంటే అది డ్యామేజ్ అయ్యి ఉండొచ్చు, అవి ఉండకపోవచ్చు. అది మనం రివ్యూ చేస్తాము. ఎంఆర్బిలో పెట్టేసి మనం టెక్నీషియన్ పిలిచి చెక్ చేసి ప్రోడక్ట్ బాగుంటే దాన్ని రా మెటీరియల్ మూవ్ చేద్దాం. అక్కడి నుంచి మనం కస్టమర్కి సేల్ చేయొచ్చు. ఎంఆర్బిలో ఉన్నవి మనం రిజర్వేషన్ చేయకూడదు. సో we are not going to reserve that material. So that is available to reserve means 0, means you cannot able to reserve any more stock. Okay, but you can able to move the stock. That is the difference. So now we successfully increase stock. By using which transaction we increase, that we can find from review completed transaction. If you search with today's date, you will see 3 transaction now. This is the MRB sub inventory. Here we can see audit adjustment, transaction type account alias. Okay, you can see here transaction type is account alias. And what is the adjustment? Audit adjustment. If you see this, this is the by end of the day when you go to real time Oracle. So we did the account alias receipt. What is that? Audit adjustment. What is the account behind this? Then you need to open the account alias setup. Clear?
Okay.
Now out of five, 3 went as a damage. So we got approval. Now our manager said, okay, you scrap them out. So now we are going to issue out. If you go to create miscellaneous transaction, now we will select account alias issue. We are reducing 3 quantity from MRB. So I am going to say yes. The source, if you click, you will find 2 accounts. Search. See, we have 2. I am adjusting now. Scrap, I am hitting to the scrap account. Click on OK. Click on your item plus enter your item. Start with yes. Hit search. So at least 3 characters we need to feed. Okay, this is our item. Hit search. Okay, got it. Now out of 5, which sub unit you want to move? MRB. We are reducing from MRB. Okay, so how much you are reducing? 3 quantity you are reducing. Okay, here you can select reason like scrap issue, something like that. Okay, there is no scrap. We can define that reason also. Next I will show you. Okay, I'll say damaged good. Damaged good. Okay, account alias issue. Now go ahead and hit submit. 3 quantity will go down. 3 quantity will go down. Again, why I am rotating again same screens, you will be familiar with what I am doing. Manage item quantities. If I search, I will find 12 only. See, 12 total. In this MRB, we have 2 only. So by using which transaction type it got reduced, we can go review completed transaction. If you hit search, you will find account alias issue, that is scrap adjustment. So far you are clear? What is account alias issue and receipt?
Yes, Subbu. So how to move that MRP quantity, 3 quantity into that live inventory?
Yes, that is we are going to see next. That's why I am making the scenarios likewise. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now the whoever technician came and said, okay, 2 quantities are good. We can use it. We can sell to customer. Now that quantity from MRB to raw material we want to move so that we will have a 12 quantities that we can sell to customers. This process can be done in 2 ways. That is next transaction. In the miscellaneous transaction, these 4 we completed. We have more also. I will explain them as well. Okay. Next, since you asked that related question, we'll go with that. That transactions we call sub-inventory transfer. Sub-inventory transfer. The sub-inventory transfer is used to move the stock from one sub inventory to another sub inventory within the same inventory organization. What does that mean? In S01, in S001 is the organization. In that, we have a sub inventories like MRB, RAW, FG, like this we have. In that, we want to move stock from one sub inventory to another sub inventory. Then we will use sub inventory transfer. Okay. It is used to move the stock from one sub inventory to another sub inventory within the inventory organization. Okay. The stock in the source sub inventory will be reduced and increase in the destination sub inventory. Okay. So let us go and see that. So again, we need to be in Ram user because he is the business user. He is going to task carousel. Here you can see create sub inventory transfer. Create sub inventory transfer. From here, he can able to move the stock. From here, he can able to move the stock from one sub inventory to another sub inventory. So just click on create sub inventory transfer. Okay. So then we need to select here sub inventory transfer. So we need to select sub inventory transfer. Then you need to enter your item. Enter your item. So enter your item. That is I already copied. Paste that. Paste that. Again, we need to change the root class. Right. Yeah. Now we put item. Search. Okay. We got the item. Now we have two quantity where MRB and this quantity is good. Our technician confirmed. So now from here, see total 12 we have. When I select here MRB, this is the source sub inventory. This is the destination sub inventory. When I select MRB, you see it changed to 2. If I remove this, then it will show 12. It is overall 12 quantity will show. Okay. Because we entered, so it is saying you need to enter. Okay, MRB. Now, where we are dropping in FG raw material. How much quantity? 2 quantity. Okay, so we are moving from MRB to raw material after our technician confirm these mobiles are good to move. Okay, we are moving now. Click on submit. This will create 2 entries. One is removing the stock from this sub inventory and increasing the stock in this sub inventory. 2 transactions it will create. Click on submit. So now, if you see in MRB, we don't find any stock. Go to manage item quantities. If you search, there is no quantity in MRB. Only raw material we have 12. Okay. Now let us review the review completed transaction. Let us review the review completed transaction. If you search, you will see sub inventory transfer have 2 entries. Okay, this see here MRB and raw material 2 quantities it will show. See here sub inventory transfer. So it is moving a stock from MRB to RAW. Okay, that way we removed from here and deposited here. That way we can able to move the stock from raw material to MRB. Clear? So far you clear?
Yes, Shubham.
Sub-unit
Yes.
transfer you guys understand, right? Sub-unit
Yes.
transfer అంటే జనరల్ గా మనం ఒక కంపెనీ బిజినెస్ ఒకటి తీసుకున్నాం అనుకోండి, ఒక వేర్ హౌస్ తీసుకున్నామంటే వేర్ హౌస్ లో మనకు మల్టిపుల్ ప్లేసెస్ పెట్టుకుంటాం. ఈ ఒకే మెటీరియల్ మల్టిపుల్ ప్లేస్ లో పెట్టుకొని ఉంటాం. ఆ మెటీరియల్ ని ఒక చోటు నుంచి ఇంకో చోటికి ఇంటర్నల్ గా మూవ్ చేసుకునే దానికి మనం సబ్ యూనిట్ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ యూజ్ చేస్తాం. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ జనరల్ గా బేసిక్ టెర్మినాలజీ తీసుకుంటే, ఇప్పుడు ఆ, 2 రూమ్లు ఉన్నాయి. ఒక రూమ్ లో నువ్వు ఉన్నావు, ఇంకొక రూమ్ లో మీ ఫ్రెండ్ ఉన్నాడు. సో మీ ఫ్రెండ్ రూమ్ నుంచి ఏదన్నా మెటీరియల్ నీ రూమ్ లోకి పంపించాలి. ఆ మొత్తం ఉండే 2 రూమ్లు ఒకే ఇంట్లో ఉన్నాయి, ఒకే హౌస్ లో ఉన్నాయి 2 రూమ్లు. ఒక రూమ్ నుంచి ఇంకొక రూమ్ నుంచి మూవ్ చేయడానికి సబ్ యూనిట్ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ లాంటి ట్రాన్సాక్షన్స్ వాడతాం. అంతే జనరల్ టెర్మినాలజీలో. ఓకే, సో సిన్స్ Ram asked, I went to there. Let me complete other miscellaneous transactions also. So we have other transactions under miscellaneous transactions. Miscellaneous transactions. We have account issue, account receipt. This is nothing but what is the difference? I just want to add that. What is the difference is, if we go to create miscellaneous transaction, if I select here, for example, if you observe, I select miscellaneous issue and I am selecting account here. Since we don't have much account, it will come quickly. In real time, don't put directly blind search. It may take long time. You add some value and search. Say yes. What is the difference between the miscellaneous issue and account issue or account receipt? Okay, I just want to add that difference. So if I click here, whatever account I pass here, right, I still go and edit here. So each line wise I can able to change. But when I use account issue or account receipt, you can only able to enter at a header level. It is not possible to change on the line level. Sometimes business say that, okay, we don't want account alias. We want to enter at header level only. We don't want to modify anything. We don't want to modify anything. Okay. For that, okay, click on no. Sorry, click on yes, so that we can cancel this transaction. Now let us do account receipt. Create miscellaneous transaction. Go to the type, select account receipts. Let us increase some stock. Say yes. Here is the source is nothing but our account only. So we'll say search. I will enter one of the account. See, this will be grayed out. We cannot able to change. Scroll down. This is additional task to me because of default. I need to keep. Now I am increasing maybe 5 more quantity. So here I am selecting again raw material only. I enter raw. I am entering some 5 quantity. I enter 5 quantity. Simply hit submit. Simply hit submit. So now it increased 5 more quantity. Again, go and validate your transaction that is correctly created or not. See now 12 plus 5, 17. How this 5 came? Through account receipt, not account alias, account receipt. See, account receipt by using this account. At line level, it will not allow to update. I didn't show you that. Let me do account issue now. I will show you that.
Can I come again the account receipt again?
Okay, let
What
us
do-
see
what is
account issue. Account issue.
Okay.
Okay, for example, we have some 10 lines. Line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, like 10 lines we have. In that, if you enter at header level one account, the same account need to default and should not update on the line level. That is the purpose of this account issue and account receipt. If you select miscellaneous issue or miscellaneous receipt, even though you select at header level, it's still allowed to update on the line level. Clear, right? Following?
Yeah, I'm clear now. Yeah.
Okay.
We cannot modify in line level. We can
Yes,
use
yes.
account issue or account.
Hmm.
In
That is correct.
miscellaneous, we can able to modify in line level.
Okay, exactly, exactly.
Okay.
Good. So now, if you see account, it will be grayed out. You cannot able to touch this. So if you are miscellaneous, it will be open. You can able to adjust. We can adjust. One time you are doing 100 lines. I don't want additional setup by doing account alias. Is there any way my users need not to enter account combination again, or they might, I'm so much worried, they might do a mistake if we allow at line level. Is there any way? Then we can advise. Okay, we can use account receipt or account issue. Clear? Okay,
Yes.
in this time I am reducing maybe 2 more quantity I'm reducing. Okay, simply hit submit. Okay. Now go back and review completed transaction. If you search, you get your stock. 2 quantity will be reduced by using account issue. Account issue. So that way we can able to do account receipt, account issue, account alias receipt, account alias issue, miscellaneous receipt, miscellaneous issue. Now business said, okay, we used to issue some material to our employees. So there are some, for example, companies will give some demo purpose or some free of cost. Will give some material to our employees. So kind of a demo. Samsung demo receipt. That means demo product will give to our customers or free of cost, like Samsung FOC. FOC means free of cost. That is, we give free to our employees. Or else we can say we need to take that material back from our supplier, our employees. Like say Samsung FOC return. Something like that, we can create our own transaction types. So users want to track, okay, how much I have issued to my employees, how much I have been received. Next, we'll do so many transactions. Next time when we are running some reports, we can run with that specific transaction type so that we can fetch that data only. So that we can fetch only that data. Clear? Let us see how we can able to create our own transaction type, our own reasons, our own source types. Okay, let us jump into the application to create our own transaction types. For this, we should be in implementation user. He is the access to create it.
It's come under customization, Subhana.
It's
Right.
sort of customization. but not a complete customization. It's kind of configuration. So
Okay.
we are not doing anything new out of the box. When you are doing out of the box, that we call a customization. This is simple setup only. This is our own transaction. When you go to, for example, ROM, if you click here, create miscellaneous transaction, if you click on type, you can see all our standard transaction only. Advanced does not contains. By search, we'll get all standard only. Okay, clear here?
Okay.
So next, we can go to see our own transaction types. I am moving to manage transaction types. Manage transaction types or transaction sources. From there also we can create. This is the reason that we can create or transaction reasons. Here is the manage item. This is default. Okay, let me see. Where are you? Somewhere it is hidden, or my eyes are not able to identify the transaction types. Okay, if you are struggling, search from here. Manage transaction type. Manage transaction. Manage transaction account type, account defaults. Yeah, manage inventory transaction sources and types. That is the navigation. Manage transaction sources and source types. You just click on this source type and transaction type. One moment, guys. I am getting a call. Okay. So let us create our own custom transaction types. Okay. From here, we can create our own source. Under source, we can define our own transaction type. So where we are doing, let us click on plus. We are actually need to do add in the miscellaneous receipts. Let us try to create our own transaction type here. Let's suppose Samsung FOC source. I'm just selecting FOC source. So save and close. So under F, so we can add transaction type. So here I am saying Samsung FOC issue. That is, we are issuing. So when you are issuing, you should select issue from store. When you are receiving, you should select receipt from store, receipt into store. Whatever transaction we are doing, right? In the background, we can see this only. Either we increasing, decreasing, or moving in between sub inventories. This is what we majorly observe when we do any movements. What we are doing now, we are issuing from stores when it is issue. Save and close. See, this is created by user. You see system, that is given by system. Okay, that is given by system. Whatever we are creating, that is user defined. User defined, we can able to edit, adjust. System defined, we cannot able to do anything. Okay, Samsung FOC receipt. We gave to user. For example, I joined in my company. When I joined, my company gave me Samsung S25, S24, not Ultra. I still have that phone with me. Okay, so my company will give phone for office purpose. When I'm leaving my company, I need to return back this phone to company. Likewise, we also get a kind of when you get Dasara or Deepavali, you will get some free of goods from your company, like some laptop bags some water bottle, something you will get it. So that they will kind of do this sort of a transactions. I'm just giving a basic example. Okay. Hope you are following. Right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, fine. So now we created both. Let us do the transaction. Save and close. Now let us add a status also. This is there. Manage inventory transaction sources and types. This is the navigation you need to remember. Now let us load the reasons. Let us load the reasons. Manage transaction reasons. This is the navigation. Manage transaction reason. Just click on plus. You can say, for example, I am taking Samsung so that I can easily identify what I will do. Sorry, I'm just also doing some multitasking. పులిహోర కలుపుతా ఉన్నాను. Just kidding. So we are any reason type we can enter. Otherwise, we can give it FOC issue Samsung FOC return. Samsung FOC return. So after this class, many of you I didn't see your faces. Be ready to open your cameras. So save and close. So now we are good that we did the setup. Let us do issue and return. Just click on plus and go to create miscellaneous transaction. Create miscellaneous transaction. Now our expectation here we should see Samsung. Yes, we got it. So we have Samsung FOC receipt, FOC issue. Say, let's say I'm a new employee. I am going to get a Samsung S24 mobile. So I am issuing to this account. That is the employee account, for example. That is the employee account we are issuing. So click on item, search. Sorry. Oops. Click on search. We go your item here. Okay, raw. How much quantity? One only. I can't issue so many mobiles for one person. Okay, I'm giving this S24 Ultra 5G. So here our reason should display. Our reason is Samsung FOC issue or return. We are issuing, so selecting that. To whom you are issuing, I'm mentioning the details like issue to employee Subbu. So similarly, if you want to issue one more person, for example, always we are entering one item only, one line only. Let us enter one more line. So what is this item? Same item. Who is the next lucky employee to get a Samsung S24? Search. Select. Okay. So how much quantity? Again, one quantity only I'm issuing. I'm getting so many messages that it's very simple job. You need to click on the link. Careful, huh? So same account I am issuing. This is Samsung FOC only. Okay. So here I am issuing to employee. Issued to employee Kishan Pawan Krishna. I enter the details. I simply go ahead and submit. So we reduce the stock of two Subbu and Pawan. How to verify that? You will go to the review completed transaction. So here transaction type, I will directly select Samsung. I don't want to display all. I select only FOC. If I click, it should show two lines. I reduce two quantity. Okay, I can see two quantity I reduced. To whom I issued, I can see all the reason also. All the reasons, everything we can able to find. Here we can see issued to employee Pawan, issued to employee Subbu. That way we can able to search. Now we want to get this material back. Let's suppose Subbu resigned and he is leaving the company. There is a full and final settlement. We need to return the assets and all. For example, I'm saying. So for example, here he is returning. So we need to accept. For that, we have a transaction type we created. That is FOC receipt. Say yes. Search. Any one of the account I am choosing. Enter your item. Okay. So here you input the item code. You can input item code. Yeah. You can input the item code. So it's causing issue. Hmm. Hmm. So click on search. So we got it. Select. Click on OK. We are receiving into raw material back. Or let us review into MRB first. Let us review into MRB. How much quantity? One only. From where we are receiving from Subbu. So here reason we can select FOB, Samsung FOC return. Received from Subbu. Submit. That's all. The stock will be increased. Okay. Go ahead and review a transaction. Review completed transaction. Search. You will get more now because we gave wide open. If you could see here, this is the Samsung FOC return. These are the custom transaction type that we define, or user defined transaction that we define for our inventory transaction purpose. So for clear, so in the inventory transaction, we successfully completed miscellaneous transactions and sub inventory transaction. Miscellaneous and sub inventory transfers are completed. Next concept, we'll do the movement request transfer. Movement request transfer. This we can see bit late evening. Is it fine?
Okay.
I don't want to too much at one
Yes.
go.